My name is Chicka Chicka Slim Shady. But yeah, shout out to Eminem, man. He is deciding to be a co-executive producer or co-producer, whatever the hell the fucking co-produce. Yeah, there you go, co-produce a documentary. This is something they should have hit me up for, and I'm not saying to be part of it, like in terms of being interviewed for it, but be part of the production for this because I'm sure I can find some crazy people. So let's go over the article, what I'm talking about. Eminem is working on a project about delusional fandom that takes its name from one of his career-defining tracks from over 2 decades ago. On Wednesday, February 14th, Variety reported that the Detroit MC is set to co-produce a documentary titled Stans, which is a reference to his fictional song about the devotee of his music who ends up killing himself and his girlfriend after M doesn't respond to his letters. Stan has since become a recognized term, both noun and verb, used to convey obsession, typically for artists and celebrities. Directed by Stephen Lacarte and set to be released later this year via Shady Films, the film's synopsis describes it as a revealing, edgy, and disarmingly personal journey into the world of super fandom, told through the lens of one of the world's most iconic and enduring artists, Eminem, and the fans that worship him. The Lose Yourself Hitmakers manager, Paul Rosenberg, said that the upcoming movie will be an opportunity for us to turn the camera around and ask the audience about being fans, and in some cases, fanatics. This is a study of the relationship between fan base and artists through the lens of one of Eminem's most fascinating songs and one of the world's most important entertainers. Funny enough, we're talking about stans with the Benzino interview, and I've been addressing a lot of Eminem stans. A lot of you should be in this documentary because some of you are fucking crazy and just cannot get through your head things that people are saying. Like, I don't understand. Like, even with the Benzino interview, I'm not going to go back to it and break down things, but as much as I explained to people these things, the only thing I messed up in that interview was, not asking about the ghostwriter thing. I wish I would have had more time, but that's really about it that I felt I messed up on. Everything else I felt like I did a pretty good job pushing back on. But, of course, you're going to get stands in the comments that are going to say stuff and say, why are you demeaning all Eminem fans when I wasn't? That's why in the interview I said, hey, Benzino, I literally stopped him mid-conversation, mid-talk when he was explaining. I said, stands. And he said, yeah, the stands. I flipped it from fans to stands. There's nothing wrong with being a stan. Just leave me alone. That's all I'm saying, guys. I don't want no issues with you guys. Some of you guys are just batshit crazy. I said some, by the way. Listen to me. Listen to the words that I'm using. Some. I'm not saying every single one of you. Literally, I have conversations with Eminem fans day in and day out, and they are cordial. They understand. They're respectful. They don't drag personal things into it. They just know that everybody has opinions about things. And that's it. That's all it is, guys. It's not that serious. So this is going to be interesting. I would have loved to, like I said, be somebody that helps produce this, like be on the back end of like a director or whatever, executive producer, just to make this. This would be really cool. I would love to fly out and meet Eminem stans, to be honest with you. Because the ones that are willing to be met, like the ones that are willing to be on camera and talk about their fandom aren't crazy ones, I think. Because they would never talk disrespectfully because they're on camera. They like to meet people. It's different. It's the ones that don't have, like I said, pictures in their profile. If they do, not a lot of followers, and they're just crazy, and they just.
But I feel sorry for him.
Why does the video keep fucking playing? Scared the shit out of me. Sorry, that scared the dog shit out of me because I was like, who the fuck is talking? Joe Budden just randomly popped up in this podcast. Whew, Joe Budden would have whipped my ass, man. I swear to God, I said a lot of shit about him, so he would have whipped my ass right now. That scared the shit out of me. Anyways, no, I haven't said much bad about Joe Budden. I don't think I have. I'd probably critique some things, but everybody does. Anyways, like I was saying, this would be interesting to see, but the fans that are hardcore stans would not want to be in this. I think I would have been a great Eminem fan to be interviewed on the interview side because I support Eminem. But I'm not like, I never had like Eminem posters on my wall. Actually, I did. Hold up. I did have that classic 50 Cent Eminem poster on our wall. It was, it's like a poster of them leaning on this like kind of briefcase. But yeah, that's a classic photo that, I remember having up. So that just shows, I wish, man, I'm just dumb, man. I wish I would have took photos as a kid in front of, like me in front of that picture. Because that would have showed you guys that, like, yeah. Even though I have proof regardless, but it just would have been cool to be like, yo, I've been an M and 50 fan my whole life since a kid. It would have been cool to show that. I regret really like not taking a lot of those type of photos. It's been really cool, man. I'm stupid, and I blame my sister for not taking more photos of me as a kid, and my parents too. So, regardless, I'm excited for this. I want to check it out. I want to see what it's about. And speaking of stands, it's just the funniest time now that you got Benzino running around talking about stands. It's really cool. They should feature Benzino in this to talk about like the other perspective. I think it'll be really, really funny, man. I think that would be like a unique thing if Eminem decided to put Benzino in this, and just talk about his perspective about, what it's like to be on the opposite side of things when it comes to being an Eminem fan. But yeah, we'll check it out. It's coming out later this year. No specific dates announced yet, but I'm sure we're going to get something soon, or at least a trailer by the summertime for sure.